What if everything you know about the Aztecs is wrong? What if the world the Spanish entered wasn't a single empire waiting to fall, but a fractured, dangerous landscape already shaped by centuries of war? Before conquest, before legends, there was no unified power. Across Mesoamerica, civilizations rose from jungle, mountain, and stone. The Olmecs carved colossal heads that stared across time like silent gods. The Maya mapped the stars with precision that defied imagination. Teotihuacan raised pyramids so immense that even those who came after believed only gods could have built them. But this was not a peaceful world. It was a land of rivals, of shifting alliances, of cities that burned as quickly as they rose. Power was never permanent. Every kingdom carried within it the shadow of its own destruction. And then, from the north, came something unexpected. Not kings, not conquerors, survivors. They would be remembered as the Aztecs, but they called themselves the Mexica. For generations, they wandered, unwanted, displaced, forced to the edges of stronger worlds. They lived where others would not. They fought where others refused. They endured. They were not admired. They were feared. Then, in 1325, they made a choice that should have doomed them. On a fragile island in Lake Texcoco, surrounded by enemies, they built a city, Tenochtitlan, a refuge that became a vision. Stone causeways cut across the water like veins of power. Temples rose toward the sky, defying the horizon. Markets thundered with life, color, and wealth. Floating fields turned water into abundance. What began as desperation became dominance. But in this world, power was never given. It was taken. Through war, through strategy, through relentless ambition, the Mexica transformed themselves, not into rulers by right, but into a force that could not be ignored. By the 15th century, they stood at the center of a vast network of tribute and control. They did not rule through love, they ruled through certainty. They demanded gold, they demanded loyalty, and above all, they demanded blood. Because to them, this was not cruelty, it was survival. The sun itself needed to be fed, the universe balanced on sacrifice, and if the price was not paid, everything would fall into darkness. So who were the Aztecs? Not myths, not monsters, not a single story. They were builders and destroyers, priests and warriors, a people forged in exile, sharpened by war, and lifted into legend, just before a new world arrived to tear theirs apart forever.